example, because you could have dragged your heels and stopped, and you didn't. And I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of what you've accomplished. I'm proud of that you got to this point, and I'm so looking forward as we continue to, all of us together, grow, understand, and do. It's really a blessing for all of us, and I know for your parents and for your family and for your brothers and for your friends. Mazel tov. All right, we're going to now give you a blessing from Torah. Look at this, all this clergy. Actually, we can ordain you right now. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Yer Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha, Yisar Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you and protect you. May God shine brightly down upon you and through you. And may God grant you the gift of all, the gift of connecting to Torah, knowing when, even though you want to drag your heels, you still have to make it through because it's important. Knowing that you have family, you have friends, you have clergy, community, a congregation, a lot of people who care about you and are looking forward to being with you and having you around. And we want to grant you, and we want God to grant you the most important thing of all, and that's a life filled with peace. And we say, Amen.
Eitz Chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomcheha meushar derachecha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom. Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Chadesh Chadesh Yameinu Chadesh Yameinu Kekedem.
Zoe, Mazel Tov for today. Today is not only a special day for you becoming bat mitzvah, but for your mother and I as well. You're our first child to become bat mitzvah, and also our only one, basically since we have two other boys. This day becoming bat mitzvah means that you are expected to understand the responsibility of following the 613 mitzvot in the Torah. Okay, don't worry, only 270 of them are really viable today, okay? So, can you name them? No. Okay, that's okay. It's a big responsibility. Up to this point, we have tried to guide you to follow traditions of Judaism, like celebrating Shabbat every week in our home, saying the Hamotzi every Shabbat, helping put up the sukkah and decorating it each and every year, dressing up for Purim and dancing on Simchas Torah, attending high holiday services, going to Wernick at a young age to learn Hebrew and Jewish studies, and most recently, attending the Wednesday teen programs. You have always been unique. As I say, marching to the beat of your own drum. Whether it's how you are dressed, the friends you've made, the sports you participate in, being in a few San Francisco operas, or even your early modeling. You have always been strong-willed and learned at a young age to say no. Just as this week's Parsha Akev, how God struggled with the decisions of how to deal with the Israelites, or how Moses struggled with breaking the Ten Commandments, we know you struggled with how you fit in. Some of the recent questions: should I become bat mitzvah? Why am I learning all these prayers? And how to read from the Torah? Why can't I wear 6-inch heels? All good questions. I feel like it's Passover time with the wise child. And sometimes I think of you as the fifth child in that sequence. The one thing I know, and I believe your mother knows also, is that no matter how hard you struggle to find the answers to these and all the questions you have in your future, you, of all people, will find an answer. It may not always be the right answer, or at least the right answer at the appropriate time, but you will always figure it out with a strong will and a lot of logic behind that answer. As I always jokingly say to you, you can't find the elephant because of the piece of paper covering it. And I believe that this day, your bat mitzvah day, you searched for that elephant and you found it. You made some very mature decisions to be here today. I truly believe the struggles that you had both internally and externally to stand on this bima will only make you a stronger person and a stronger Jew. You may not see it now, but you will look back at this moment when you're at college or working in Manhattan or Milan, and you will need some guidance to help through something. I believe you will be able to reach out to us from afar and even find a little peace at home in a synagogue anywhere in the world. Be proud to be a Jew. Be proud to be unique. Be proud of becoming bat mitzvah and accepting the challenge of those 270 mitzvot we're asked to follow. I love you very much, and I'm proud of all your accomplishments and to be your father.
Well, we made it, Zoe. Although this is your day and your bat mitzvah, it has definitely been a team effort to get here, as I know you are well aware. So, I'm going to start off in the traditional way by telling you that today marks a day of transition. Oh, Lord. Okay. When you become an adult member of the Jewish community, I decided to tell you about this the old-fashioned way as opposed to texting, tweeting, Snapchatting, or taking a picture of you and posting it to Instagram. Not that we won't do that later, of course. To reach this day, you have worked very hard learning your Haftorah, meeting with Alana and Talia and Heather. You have had to learn the prayers, the tune, your Torah portion, and what it all means to you personally. Welcome to adulthood, where things are thrown at you at rapid pace and you have to keep up. Leading the Shabbat services this morning is a significant achievement and should bring you a lot of pride. The end result of your months of study and practice. I know that it was a challenge learning to chant your Torah and Haftorah portions, especially given the compressed amount of time you had. I know that even though your dad and I had to nag you a little here and there to study and practice, you accepted your responsibility and worked diligently to reach this important goal. I cannot believe that today you are closer to I cannot believe that today you are closer to adulthood than to childhood. When I look at you, when I look at you, I still see that little curly-haired girl. Oh, gosh. Okay. When I look at you, I still see that little curly-haired girl who laughed all the time and always had a smile on her face. What is wrong with me? Okay. I remember our afternoon dance sessions after your naps when I had no idea what to do with this little person for a couple of hours before dinner. So I introduced you to Nina Simone, Aretha Franklin, Earth, Wind & Fire, the Rolling Stones, and the artist who would become your favorite, Etta James. I remember taking you to see her in concert when you were only 4 years old, and everyone was staring at this little girl, and you kept telling them that she was your favorite singer. You have always been older than your years, Zoe. I know that all children want to hurry up to grow up, but I want you to be especially aware that your childhood years and your teen years will be the basis of some of your most treasured memories. And memories shouldn't be rushed. Having fun with your friends, going to school, singing, dancing, playing softball and volleyball without worries or adult responsibilities is truly an opportunity to be cherished. There is no greater joy for your father and me than watching you have fun, grow as a person, learn about your likes and dislikes, and just enjoying yourself to the fullest. Since you've been little, you've always given 100% to schoolwork, to sports, to drama, to friends, to your interest in photography, and to always having to have the last word. Your commitment to excellence is one of your most admirable qualities and will serve you very well as you move forward in your life, both personally and professionally. Your Torah portion, Ekev, discusses struggle. This is a coincidence very appropriate to our family over the last year, which has been a struggle in a variety of ways. While no one asks to struggle or wants to struggle, it is these hardships that can make us who we are, and it is in these situations where we find out how resilient and creative we can be. The last year we have had to really make do with the basics, yet find new ways to spend time together as a family. We have discovered the joys of Friday night movie nights, baking cookies, especially snickerdoodles, having a lemonade stand, selling cookies at a garage sale, doing word searches, reading books, and the deliciousness of Pancho Villa. We have also found out that miracles do happen, and we have witnessed this in our own lives. Just a few short months ago, we were not even sure that we would be able to give you a bat mitzvah. I personally spent a lot of time praying and talking to God. I remember one day when you were all at school, and I was cleaning up, and I was at the kitchen sink, and I began to pray. Harder than I've ever prayed for anything in my life. Within a month of that time, our lives literally turned around. You and your brothers have witnessed this with your own eyes. So when you begin to question Judaism, as you have, and you will from time to time, remember the day your mother prayed harder than she ever had prayed for anything. And remember how things began to turn around soon after that day. And remember that sometimes it is when things seem darkest that sunlight creeps in quietly and begins to shine brightly. As you grow older, you'll experience both opportunities and choices, and some will be more difficult to make than others. There will be obstacles and things that tempt you, and you will have to think carefully and make hard choices for yourself. I hope that you will remember this day and that you will use the Torah to guide you and help you. I also know that you have a strong moral center and you will do what feels right for you, keeping in mind the principles of Judaism, which should serve as a guide for these choices. Always remember that life is not about how much you have, but about what you do with what you have, and being able to learn new skills even in the face of adversity. I hope that the ideals that your father and I have taught you will help you navigate through your next stage in life. Although you have already begun to think and act independently, we will always be here to give you advice when you ask for it, and sometimes even when you don't. Before beloved Carnegie Mellon professor Randy Pausch died, he wrote wisely in his acclaimed book, The Last Lecture, about overcoming obstacles. Brick walls are not meant to turn you back. They are there for you to find a way around. The brick walls are there for a reason. They're not there to keep us out. They are there to give us a chance to show how badly we want something. It is with great pride that we and your family and friends witness your momentous accomplishment here today. So we leave you with this thought: imagine the impossible, believe in the incredible. Mazel tov, congratulations. We love you very much.
Not a performance, just good blessings. You can stay here. Zoe, not only are your parents proud of you, but so is the congregation. And we would like to call forward a member of our Board of Trustees, Judy Fisher, to present you with some gifts and some words from the congregation.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome you to PTBE. And Zoe, we'd like to wish you a mazel tov on a wonderful accomplishment today. I also was really struck by how much you talked about your struggle to get here today. And I think that that makes all of us even prouder of you. So I think that it was really, I don't know, one of the things about struggling is you were thanking so many people to help you get you to this day, your parents and your family, friends, the clergy, your teachers, and we're all part of a bigger community. And I'm here representing that community, and I think that one of the things that struggle always does is it kind of can open your mind to some new ways to do things. And I hope that you will feel that your community is always here to support you and your family in any struggle that you may have. So again, on behalf of PTB, we'd like to really say Mazel Tov on your accomplishment, and we have some wonderful gifts for you as a result of your becoming bat mitzvah today. You've already received one of those gifts. That's the Torah commentary from the Brotherhood that was given to you last Shavuot to help you prepare for today in your beautiful Torah and Haftorah reading. There's a Kiddush cup here from the Bethel Women, the Senior Friendship Club, and the Education Committee, who we hope you'll use on Shabbat. There's a $250 gift certificate from the Union for Reform Judaism to travel on a nifty high school summer or semester program in Israel. A tree has been planted in Israel in the PTBE JNF Garden in honor of your bat mitzvah, and that's on behalf of PTBE's Green Team. There's a certificate for Access 18 membership to the Contemporary Jewish Museum, and a complimentary one-year center membership at the PJCC. So I hope you will enjoy all of these gifts, and again, Mazel Tov for your accomplishment.
Should take advantage of that JCC membership. I know a lot of our young people are using that and going to the gym and hanging out at the JCC, so it's a great thing. Another tradition that we have is that your classmate who follows you, who's going to be called to Torah next, gets to come up and also offer you a few words and a gift. So we're going to call forward Mr. Zach Bonilla, who is now out of the on-deck circle and climbing into the batter's box. So, Mr. Zach, whatever side you want.
Wow, Zoe, you did a really great job. I hope next week I do half as good as you. On behalf of the 7th, 8th grade class now, here is a Torah scroll, mini Torah scroll with your Torah portion opened.
Way to go, Zach. All right, Zoe, you can go sit down for a couple minutes. Okay, take a rest. They figured it out. What are we going to do? You know, it's going to be a fist bump. Is it going to be a handshake? Is it a big high five? I love it. Terrific. Just a few announcements before we continue and conclude our Shabbat service this morning. First of all, for all of you who are new or visiting Peninsula Temple Bethel, welcome. If you want to learn anything more about anything that we do here, what's going on, please come see me. You can ask Judy, member of our Board of Trustees, or any of our clergy. We'll be more than happy to help you learn more about Peninsula Temple Bethel. You can check us out on the web and all of those wonderful things. I'll say to everybody, pay attention to your mail and to what's going on in our community as the high holy days approach soon. You'll see lots of different study opportunities, both here at Peninsula Temple Bethel, at the Peninsula Jewish Community Center, the PJCC, and around the North Peninsula, so to help us all get ready for the high holy days. We're now going to ask that you please rise and turn to page 282 as we join together in the Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tikru l'yotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא
may be seated. We now turn our thoughts to moments of Kaddish and moments of memory. We remember those in our lives who are no longer able to be with us here physically, but are with us in memory, with us in thought, and with us in story. If there's anyone here this Shabbat who's observing Yortzeit, we ask you to please rise at this time. If you can just share the names with us. Okay. Well, we remember those whose names were mentioned, and like I said, we remember those who are in our thoughts and who are in our stories. We remember those who we wish we could be here with, but we bring their memory into our lives, and they are with us in those thoughts. We ask now that the congregation please join together with our mourners as we turn to page 294, and we rise together. And we join as one in the mourner's Kaddish, Kaddish Tome.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shmei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chai echon u'vyom echon u'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kariv ve'imru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam omei omaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kedusha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemayim, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. We're going to ask Zoe to come back up one more time. We'll stay standing for Kiddush Motzi. This morning just a big l'chaim, and then Motzi. Here we go. Ready? Take the Kiddush cup.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari hagafen,
Amen.
l'chaim.
There you go. Take a big sip. Beautiful. All right.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Bigger piece
Got a
this
little
time.
more this morning. All right. They're hungry and they live hungry. So I'm going to take this to your brother. You take that to your friends. We're going to join together. Let's join together in a song of peace. Again, Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Mazel Tov to Zoe and her families. I want to thank Rabbi Lisa and Rabbi Sarah for stepping in really quickly this morning. I know Alana wants to thank them as well. And we hope that Alana feels better soon, especially by the high holy days. All right. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru, Amen.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Mazel tov. Yashar Kov.
That was